because nobody wants to be an executor. But on the other hand, you have to take in consideration, if you're the testator, someone's, the person who's writing the will, is that you realize that this is also a big favor, a big ask you're asking of somebody. Now, when people are asked to be executors, 99% of the time they have no idea what's involved with the job, and they're taking the job because they feel it's a sense of duty. They're honored by it, but they don't realize that they're looking at anywhere from 100 hours or 18 to 24 months to settle that estate. And a lot of the times they're going to have to do that during working hours. And not only do they have to, deal with the tax department and the lawyers, they also have to deal with ungrateful beneficiaries. So, and you've got that family drama in there because of the work that's involved for an executor. The beneficiary is not interested in that. They're only interested in their check. When am I going to get paid? And, you've got, as an executor, you have to make sure that you go through probate, the taxes are going to be paid, because you as the executor, you're being legally held liable for the estate because you're seen as the administrator. But the beneficiary doesn't see that. So one of the tips and strategies I would say is, first, if you're going to take on the job as an executor, you have to ask the testator, how are you going to prepare? How are you going to prepare me for this job? Who is the lawyer? Who is your financial advisor? Who's your accountant? Have you got that in place? So if something was to happen, I know where to contact them. Where's the will going to be kept? Where are your digital assets going to be kept? And then also the beneficiaries. As the executor, I would say keep them informed, so that you send them off, maybe an email or have a Zoom call every 2 weeks or so and say, hey, you know what, just to keep you abreast of what's going on, what's going on in the estate. Because once there's radio silence from the executor, beneficiaries start to think that you're up to something. You're stealing, you're doing something. And it doesn't take much for a beneficiary to want to haul you into court, which means takes you away from your, not only your work, but also takes time away from helping to settle the estate, which also that money's going to have to come from somewhere. Where's that going to come from?